Hi everyone. Welcome to my home studio. It's in the garage. But anyway, here's my art space. There's lots of things here and it's hard to do that with the camera, so I'm going to stop. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope I didn't frustrate you too much by changing the plan for all of our e-learning for while we are apart. So I had you all start with that 10-day challenge, but then here's what I really started to think about. I can't get this camera right. Here we go. Here's what I started to really realize and think about. All of your teachers, myself included, are trying super hard to make sure that you get sort of quality education and quality material while everybody's apart. And sometimes when you're really trying to give each other quality, sometimes that looks like a lot of work, and that's not right for you, because you're going to get overwhelmed and you're going to get burnt out. Your teacher's going to get burnt out by looking at so much material. I know I'm going to get burnt out if I keep on with the pace that we started last week. So with we're going to call it now the 3-day challenge. I'm looking for those 3 days from last week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and we're starting something new. I'm going to give you a project. You are going to work on it on your own pace. It's going to be due next week, so you're going to have plenty of time. You can take a deep breath. You can sink your teeth into this one particular project. For some of you, it's going to be fun. Some of you, it's going to be a challenge. For everybody, though, I think you'll have a pretty decent time, and it's nothing extraordinarily different than we've done before. It should be pretty good. But you're going to be drawing from life. You're going to be drawing an object, and I gave you on the assignment on Google Classroom just sort of an example of you're going to be picking a single object and drawing it from 12 different points of view. Now, what I've figured is that if you use the camera on your phone, you're going to have a much easier time, because then you'll have 12 images that you can go from and really take a very close-up picture. It's going to be important that you draw from a very, very close-up point of view and use the rule of thirds and use high contrast. All I want you to use for these pictures, though, is a pencil. If don't get crazy with color and stuff like that. I want you to be really controlled in using high contrast with black and white and shades of gray, and that's it. I want them to be really beautiful and crisp and clean, and they will speak for themselves if they're done really well. Okay, so I'm going to give you a couple of examples of some good stuff that you can use. So I'm in my garage, so I just looked for stuff in my garage. Here is a bike light. This has lots of different points of view. It's got cool shiny stuff. It's got this weird texture here. It's got bolt things and button things and letters and all sorts of fun. So I'm going to show you how you can photograph that. You can use it like a little pair of bolts together. You can use a couple of little pair of brushes, as long as you're keeping the object consistent. Like, don't add a third brush in there or 3 or 4 more bolts. I'm going to show you how to photograph really with just a pair of scissors, because you can have a little photo shoot with some scissors and make that look really interesting 12 different ways. So as far as due date for this thing, I'm thinking next Friday, so a week. So I know they said originally the 31st, but even if we come back to school, which I don't think we are, it's going to be due the following Friday. So not this coming Friday, but a week from this Friday. So you'll have 2 weeks. If you get 1.1 drawings done a day on these little frames, you'll be good to go. So don't invest hours on end doing the whole entire thing, because we're just going to have check-ins. I'm going to have a Google Meet with y'all probably, I'm looking at Thursday maybe, when we can check in. You can show me your progress. I'm going to have a progress marker this coming Friday, and so that will be a grade that goes in the grade book, just to see how far along you are. I expect to see between 5 and 6 of these small drawings done by this coming Friday, and then you'll complete the last 5 to 6 next week. So hopefully that'll be a good pace for you, and it'll be enjoyable, and you won't feel overwhelmed, because I don't want anybody to feel overwhelmed. Oh, you can use a hammer, but don't do that. So anyway, let me put this down. So let me flip this around. It's just like school, guys, with a little camera. All right, so do this, like, light your photo, have a good little kind of photo shoot going, and then I'm just going to show you on mine, oh lordy, what I was doing earlier just to kind of mess around is get your picture super duper close and use the rule of thirds. It is so darn important. Let me get the picture so you can see what I'm talking about. So it's just so important that you are considering, and get ugly shadows out of there. So like this could be one photo. Okay, so like that could be, go back, Lexi. One photo that you do, one of the images that you do, just drawing that in black and white. And that would be really cool. Look at all those awesome cast shadows and the light versus super dark. And again, these drawings that you make, when you draw it out in your sketchbook is, you know, gonna give you 12 nice even spaces if you have 4 across and 3 down. So you should be good to go that way. So again, you want to do as many images as you can using that rule of thirds. Boom, there's the second one, or Lexi one. There's another point of view. Easy. You can, you know, hold things up if you need to. You can have stuff standing on end, use things to prop up. Again, 12 different points of view, super close. Give yourself some nice texture. Give yourself some weight towards the bottom or towards the side. Again, lovely little drawing. Okay, so you're going to do 12 views of your one simple object. It should be interesting. I hope you have fun with it. If you have any questions, obviously contact me, email me, chat with me on Google Classroom. I'll send out a Google Meet invite for later this week. By Friday, I expect that y'all have between 5 and 6 of these little baby drawings done for this project, and it's all going to be done on one page in your sketchbook, 12 drawings on one page. And I hope it's good, and I hope you can take a deep breath, and I hope it's a good week for you guys, and I miss you, and I love you all, and I hope you're doing well, and we'll Google Meet, and we'll be silly, okay? Be kind to your family, okay? I just wanted to neigh. There you go. Bye. All right.